This case considered the issue of family provisions, and whether or not the failure of a man to sever a joint tenancy from his parents amounted to a prescribed transaction under the family provisions for the purposes of calculating his notional estate when he died. In this case, a couple purchased a property as joint tenants with their son, and all three of them lived in the property. The son married, and his wife lived with them in the house. Sometime later the son died, and the man's wife applied under the family provisions and argued that his husband's estate was entitled to a 1/3 share of the proceeds of the sale of the property. It was found that this property was treated as notional property for the purposes of calculating the man's estate. The parents appealed this decision and argued that the failure of their son to sever the joint tenancy and convert the ownership to tenants in common did not amount to a prescribed transaction for the purposes of calculating the man's notional estate. They argued that they had an arrangement with their son that if he died first they would have the benefit of the property. The central issue for the court was whether or not the son's failure to sever the joint tenancy amounted to a prescribed transaction under the family provisions. The court ultimately held that the failure to sever